Shalom, giving all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakak Dash. Peace to the hopefully elect of Israel, double honor to the apostles, the elders, and the brethren in great millstone for teaching his truth all around the earth. And to all the like-minded brothers and you sisters out there who believe in the gospel, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, said you all, Shalom, this your brother Atazawan Ba'al, back with another quick short lesson. And this lesson is really going to be based on some of the crap that you see right in front of you. All right, the wickedness of Babylon. Okay, Babylon the Great. I'm not sure what I'm going to entitle this, but we have a great number of examples going on with the wickedness of this place. Okay, and here in front of you is whatever her name is, Niecy Nash, and her so-called lover, right, her wife, Niecy Nash, on falling in love with wife Jessica, I guess is Betts. Quote, I did not want to be without her, end quote. And this is straight wickedness and folly, and we're seeing this more and more because this is Babylon the Great. Okay, it's even more wicked than ancient Babylon. Okay. And you got this going on. You got Dwayne Wade and that filthy wench of a wife he's got, encouraging his son to be his daughter. You got, even if you go back some years, you got Magic Johnson encouraging his 6'7", fully flamed out Mo son, okay, encouraging them. And you had Alicia Keys doing the same thing, okay, had her son trying to get his nails painted, okay. So this folly is deep, it's running deep in the nation of Israel. And, the Most High is going to kill a lot of jakes. There's no question about it. You people are primed, Slakia, these people are primed and ready to be taken off the planet, okay? Because they're living their lives as if they know more than the Most High, that they can actually do whatever they want. So they're drunk with that wine of Babylon the Great. So we'll read a little bit of this article and another article I got up here to look at just for a few minutes, and then we'll get into some scriptures, okay? But matter of fact, let me do this first. Salakia. This is Ecclesiastes 10:6, right? And we know it very well. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Okay? And Israel, you wicked 2/3 niggas, you got your folly on full blast, right? It's on full effect. And here you have this wench here hugged up with another woman. So let's read a little bit of this article here. Niecy Nash, okay. Niecy Nash's feelings for her wife Jessica Betts initially took her by surprise. And they got a little quote here, and it says what? It was like what I was feeling, what is happening? And then I knew very quickly that I did not want to be without her, Niecy 51 said during an appearance on People and TV show. So I learned, Slakia. So I leaned in hard, obviously. Now, of course, people do things for shock and awe, and they do things in entertainment to be recognized. You see, look at this madness. Look at this. So anyway, reading on, it says the Claus star was previously married, let me try to highlight this, to Don Nash from 1994 to 2007 and Jay Tucker from 2011 to 2020. So she was married to two men previously. She shares her 3 adult children, Dominic 28, Danielle, 25, and Dia, 21, with Don. Niecy married the Catch Me singer, 41, in an intimate California ceremony in August 2020 before discovering her attraction to Betts. The pair had been friends for years. Okay? And it goes on to say, I'm drop down to this paragraph here. We went to go eat crabs. Man, Jake is all messed up. We went to go eat crabs and have wine, and I just saw her differently. The Scream Queens alum said of what changed between the now couple. And I was like, wow, who are you right now? So anyway, I can't read no more of that. It's just freaking deplorable. So you got this madness going on, right? And this is all Esau's nonsense, pushing this agenda for lesbianism, queerism, homosexuality, transgenderism, right? Going on with all that. Then, of course, we got this madness going on with this nigga here. Okay, him and his troll-looking wife. 3 more women accused rapper T.I. and his wife Tiny of drugging, raping, and trafficking. And it says, 3 more accusers have come out against rapper T.I. and his wife Tiny, who already face nearly a dozen allegations that they drugged and raped women. The new claims include drugging, sex trafficking, and rape, USA Today reported Tuesday. All right, T.I. and Tamika Tiny Harris attend 2019 Black Music Honor at Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center on September 5th, 2019, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, that's where the picture was taken. Okay. And I'll read this little clip right here, and it says, one is from a woman who said that when she was 20, T.I. forced her to swallow a pill and take a powdered substance, USA Today reported, and then had sex with her when she was too drugged to consent, Salakia. Another then 20-year-old victim said T.I. and one of his friends drugged and raped her in Miami in May 2010, and a third said the couple sex trafficked her in Nevada, California, and Florida, USA Today reported. Okay, so anyway, these 2 demons, you know, ain't nothing like a dumb nigga with some money. See, because the money, what the money does, it just brings out who they really are. Now, people say that there's some kind of, you know, conspiracy or vendetta against him for doing some kind of interview, I think it was, talking about the Lords of London and how they got their money, you know. But be that as it may, you know this nigga ain't repented, you see. So you got all this foolishness going on. Whether he did it or not really is immaterial at this particular point, you see. Him and his wife. So you got that nonsense going on. And we'll get into some scriptures after this one. And then you have this Arkansas legislators override veto on anti-transgender law, telling you basically this is Babylon the Great, okay? Where they feel that they could do whatever they want to do. They could blur the lines any kind of way that they want, you know? That these so-called white people think that, you know, they are the Most High, you see? And this one reads, the Arkansas state legislature voted Tuesday afternoon to override a veto from Governor Asa Hutchinson and enact a law prohibiting gender-affirming treatment for transgender minors. Minors, now you talk about children. The first ban of its kind in the country, right? Children. Mr. Hutchins, a Republican, had vetoed the bill on Monday, calling it overboard and extreme. The legislature voted overwhelmingly 71 to 24 in the House and 25 to 8 in the Senate to override it. The American Civil Liberties Union announced immediately that it would challenge the law known as House Bill 1570 in court. Laws that single out transgender people for discrimination violate the Constitution. I guess the three-fifths of a man that didn't violate anything. And a range of federal civil rights statutes, said Chase Strangio, a lawyer at the ACLU focused on transgender rights. You see, you read that article on your own time, you know, but that's the gist of it, you see. But in terms of Dwayne Wade and this mess here, Niecy Nash and freaking T.I., and then you got that other flamed out freaking homo, Lil Nas X or whatever. The Lord is going to start killing you niggas. That's what's going to start happening. Okay? So let's go on and get some scriptures in and we'll be done. This is Isaiah 13. And right at the top, you see where it says Babylon will fall to the Medes. But you thinking about now, even in ancient Babylon wasn't as bad as what you got right now. So how much more is this place going to fall? You see? This is, we'll read a little bit of this. This is Isaiah 13, starting right there at 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver. And as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Right, because when those missiles and bombs start really flying, there's going to be a whole lot of bloodshed. Okay? In Babylon the Great. Verse 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency. That's this place. When you think about it, they think America is so great. Shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And it's going to be bad. Hell, fire, and brimstone destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. How much more is it going to destroy this place? Okay? Verse 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the isles shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and their time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. And the Lord is not going to prolong this place. Okay? The wickedness is above and beyond. Above and beyond. Go to Revelation, and we'll read a little bit of this. This is Revelation 11:1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of the Most High, and the altar, and them that worship therein, but the court which is without the temple. Let me see if I actually want to read all of that. Let me see. Slakia. I may want to shorten this up. I'll go on and read it all. Slakia. But the court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentile and the holy city. Shall they tread under foot 42 months, and I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. Right, you got the men of the Lord who are preaching now from both the kingdoms, northern kingdom and southern kingdom. Okay, these are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the Most High of the earth. And if any man shall hurt them, fire proceeded out of their mouth and devour their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven. that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them into blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called what? Sodom and Egypt, which is this place, where also our Lord was crucified. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in the graves. The Israelites being what? Tortured, right? All of these years. And here, what do they call so-called America, Babylon the Great? They call it the Great Melting Pot, where all people, kindreds, and tongues have come. Okay? Let me see. And I think that's the point that I really wanted to get to, but I'll finish reading the highlighted portion. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in the graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall sing gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet with great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And this is all to come. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Right, and that's what we're waiting on right now. Okay, and we're standing upon our feet now. You see, and you know, sometimes you have to bear in mind and keep in mind, you know, this is over time. You know, I know we read it all on one page, and we think that it's going to happen in sequence, one right after the other, as quickly as we read it. But this is throughout time, okay, for the Israelites, okay. So nothing but wickedness, and the Lord is going to start opening up the floodgates of killing, okay. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, right? This is a warning, okay, for the apostle, Timothy, okay? For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. And that's what you're looking at now. All those things apply. All the above. Without natural affection, right? A man is supposed to be with a woman, and a woman is supposed to be with a man. Truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Right, and when you speak on them, all of a sudden it's a hate crime to tell the truth. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure, Salakia. Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Right, you're not supposed to have no affiliation with people who are like that. For of this sort are they which crept into houses and led captive silly women laden with sin, led away with diverse lusts. And that's what Niecy Nash has. Okay? That's what she has. She has a freaking diverse lust to be with another woman. Okay? Verse 7, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Right? They learn all kind of things, but to know the truth, they don't want no part of it, right? Because it exposes them. This is Romans 1. And I guess, I'll read this highlighted portion. And it reads, Romans 1, jumping in right there, 18, unbelief and its consequences, right? Because they don't believe that this is the truth. They don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They believe in the world. They believe in whatever Esau Edom tells them. It's okay to be whatever you want to be. For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness. Yeah, this is talking about a certain people, but as we get to a point, I'll make that point known. Verse 19, because that which may be known of the Most High is manifest in them, for the Most High hath showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. You see, this is referring to a certain people, a certain group of people at a time, but you apply all of this now. Okay? Even you women, I know you women think you protected in this society, that everything is about the men. But you women, you're not guiltless. And the Lord's gonna start killing y'all asses too. Okay? Because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations. Okay? And you look at these men here who write policy, right? Who try to change laws and make laws. Vain. You got a guy here, nigga get 2 or 3 coins to rub together. Now all of a sudden he's the international pimp lover that everybody, wants him. You see? Vain. Okay? Read that again. Because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the incorruptible Most High into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to what? Uncleanliness through the lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Okay? Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshiped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. And that's what all of them are doing here in Babylon the Great. Your fucking Gabrielle Union pushing that shit on that boy, and Dwayne Wade for being a punk ass his damn self for letting his fucking woman turn his son into a fucking daughter. You see? All what? To be accepted by the elitists? You see? Verse 26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. So Niecy Nash, you against nature. You see? And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning in their lust one towards another. Yeah, fucking little Nas X and all the other flaming moles out there. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning their lust one towards another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was meat. Verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain the Most High and their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, Salakia, worshippers, Salakia, whisperers, backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, of Salakia, who, knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. And Niecy Nash, really, you ought to be taken out of here. I'll say it like that. Okay? And you men who follow along with the same situation, doing the same thing. Okay? Turn into another man. Is worthy of being put to death. Looking, I don't have it pulled up. I think it's Leviticus 20. Okay? If a man lay with another man. Do I have that? I don't think I have that pulled up. Yeah, I do. We'll get to that. Slakia. Okay, I'm going to read the last verse. Who, knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. That's right. They patting each other on the back for being wicked, congratulating each other for being wicked, praising each other for being wicked. And they think that the Most High doesn't see this. You see? But we were warned of all of this. Okay? We go back to Matthew 24, that these times will come. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privily, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Okay? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. You see that now. All these things are the beginnings of sorrow. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Which, I mean, you see that going on a little bit, you know, and it'll get worse as time goes on. As we get closer and closer to the close of this thing, people are gonna, who say they in the truth now, you know, they're gonna bitch up, okay, and they're gonna start turning on each other, okay. Verse 11, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, which was my point of what's going on now. Iniquity shall abound. It's out of control. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And Lord willing, this word has gone all across the world, and we can get out of here real soon. Because there's not much more that you could take when you're looking at this. When you're looking at the world, and you see all the debauchery and the filth, okay, drugging people allegedly, trafficking people, which has always been going on in Esau's world. They've always done that. Bought and sold people, used them, throw them away. Okay, and that's what like really burns you up, is that you see these so-called, you know, celebrities, all these niggas, you know, you get that fucking money, and you want to be just like them. You want to do the same wicked shit that they do. That's why you want the money. That's why you want the prestige, so that you could do the same wickedness that you see Esau Edom do behind closed doors, buying and selling people, trafficking people, trafficking illicit drugs or whatever the case may be. You want to be just like them. Right? Making all kinds of laws, okay, to further on the wickedness. Okay? Salakia, let's go to this. This is Matthew 16. We're almost done. Salakia for me, going on so long. Let's read this, and we got a couple more. This is Matthew 16:1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Okay? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. Why? Because they want to know when they get close, because they're not going to change. So when we get close, then that's when I'll repent. But until then, I'm going to keep doing wickedness. You see? Now, the signs of the times are right in front of you. Okay? For you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the signs of the times are in front of your face for you to repent. And there shall no sign be given unto them but the sign of the prophet Jonah. And he left them and departed. You see? Let's read Jude. Start right there, verse 8. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities. Yet Michael the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuked thee. But these speak evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally, as brute beasts, and those things they corrupt themselves. Okay, so anything good, anything holy, anything righteous, they speak ill of it. Okay, because they're brute beasts. Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain and ran greedily after the error of Balaam for reward, and perish in the gainsaying of Kor. These are spots in your flesh. Yeah, being wicked back then, like in the days of being in the wilderness, you know, with Moses, with Kor. These are spots in your feast of charity when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. Clouds they are without water, carried about of the winds, trees whose fruits withereth without fruit, twice dead, plucked up by the roots. Raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shame. Foaming out their own shame, wandering stars to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints to execute judgment upon all. So it's talking about all. It's talking about children, okay, Gabrielle and Dwayne, okay, Magic Johnson and your son, okay, women, men, young, old, to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against them. These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lusts, and their mouth speaketh great swelling words, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. Right. And that's what you see in this world. I think I'm going to make this the last one. Let me see here. I want to go to, this is Leviticus 20, Salakia. And we go right here to verse 13. This is for you, Gabrielle and Dwayne. Okay? If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Okay? All the wickedness in Israel, the Lord is going to start killing all of you celebrities. And that's going to do it for the lesson. I'm going to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodesh. Peace to the hopeful elect of Israel. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, the brethren, and great millstone. And to all the like-minded brothers who are preaching the truth, the 100% truth, all around the earth. I say to you all, Shalom. I'll see you on the next lesson. Shalom.